Welcome to the Stark Museum of Art. My name is Miss Lacey, and today we are going to be using an alternative photography process to create some very unique works of art. What is an alternative photography process? Well, it means that we are not going to be using the traditional method of processing photos or prints, like in a darkroom with film or in Photoshop with a digital print. Instead, we are going to be using chemically treated paper and natural sunlight to create unique shadows and shapes using objects that have been strategically arranged on that paper. And to give you an idea of what we'll be doing, I'm going to show you one of my favorite works of art here at the museum. This cameraless photo entitled Hibiscus is part of a series of experimental photography done by an artist named Sheila Pinkel. Pinkel was captivated by the transformative possibilities of light, and she studied with a physicist to investigate a multitude of imaging methods, including Xerox machines and computer and X-ray technologies. While Sheila Pinkel used light from machines to make her prints, we will be using something that is more readily available to us, and that is ultraviolet rays from the sun, to create what is known as sun prints, or cyanotypes. So let's head to the studio to create our very own sun prints. Okay, in order to do your sun prints, you are going to need the following supplies. You will need your pre-treated paper. You are going to need a stiff backing such as cardboard or foam core. You will need objects to place on your paper that will create your shadows and silhouettes. They can be buttons, they can be paper clips, it can be any found objects that make an interesting shadow. You will need plexiglass that's the same size of your backboard. If you don't have plexiglass, you could use a sheet protector or a large Ziploc bag. You will need a tub of water to rinse your print once it's been exposed in the sun. And something else that you might consider, it's optional, you don't have to have it, but you can get these clips to put onto your plexiglass and backboard so that it will hold your paper in place in case you're working on a windy day. Okay, let's get started. We're going to put our paper on our cardboard, and we are then going to look at our objects and pick out the ones we want to place in a neat composition. And we're just going to start placing them around the paper. We want to make sure that we work fairly quickly, as the paper being exposed to light will start to darken. Not as quickly as it will in the sunlight, but you still want to work quickly. And remember that the parts that cover the surface and are not exposed to light are going to remain white. Those are the objects that you're placing. And the rest of the paper, because it has been pre-treated with a light-sensitive chemical, will turn blue. Once you're satisfied with your composition, place your plexiglass on top. If you have them and you would like to use them, place your clips securely on the sides of the plexiglass and the cardboard to keep all of your objects in the paper from moving. And so this is what it would look like if you used the sheet protector. You would simply clip it on all four sides just like you would if you were using the plexiglass. So here we are outside. We've got a really good sunny day. So we're going to set our print down, and we're going to leave it for about 4 to 5 minutes. As you watch it, you will see it change and darken. And what's going to happen is the print will become blue, and all of the areas that we have something placed on will become white. Okay, now we are going to unclip our paper, our print, and we're going to remove all of the objects that we had on the paper. And you see how they've created a nice little silhouette. You're going to carefully take your paper, put it into the water, and agitate it for approximately 3 to 4 minutes. It will start to turn a deep blue and create a really nice effect on the silhouettes and shadows of the objects that you placed on there. It will even continue to darken as you leave it overnight. Once you've agitated it long enough, you are going to take it out and set it somewhere to dry. It's best to let your print dry for about 24 hours so that it continues to darken. Here's our final image after allowing it to dry overnight. You can see that it's now a beautiful, rich, dark blue color, and our silhouettes are sharp and crisp. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you had fun creating your sun prints. For more inspiration in creating artwork, come visit us at the Stark Museum of Art.